we've got our avocados from Tropical Fruit World, we've got our lemons from Mavis Kitchen and Cabins, Mudcrab, how could you forget that beautiful guy from the Tweed River itself. And it's all going to come together really, I think, in a dish that's going to hero the produce. It's about letting the produce sing because it is so beautiful and so fresh. So with the Mudcrab, what we're going to do is actually salt bake it. So we're going to cover it up, chuck it in the Weber, use it like an oven. It's going to cook in its own juices. And with those egg yolks that we have left over from the salt bake, we're going to make a really nice, luxurious mayonnaise. Let me just get cracking with a couple of eggs. We only want the whites, okay? So the egg yolks we're going to save for that mayonnaise. So just give that a little crack, and then we're just going for the whites here. Save that yolk, and then one more egg. So you just use the two shells from one side to the other. Save the yolks for a bit later on. Whiskey, bit of elbow grease, get it going. You just want sort of soft peaks that we're going to fold through some of this salt. Just aerating them because that's going to add some body to the salt, and it's going to set when we put it into the Weber. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, lemon myrtle. What I'm going to do is just pick a few leaves, and you want to make a little bit of a cigar number there. So just roll it up, a whole lot, all in one go. So just using a nice sharp knife, just thin sort of slices. Doesn't need to be too pretty. I'm going to grab one of our beautiful fresh lemons from Mavis's and just zest that zest in there. Citrus, seafood, they're best friends. And then our salt, we've got it right here. I'm just going to scrape all those aromats into the salt, and then basically just dive in with your hands, getting those vital oils out of the zest and the lemon myrtle, local produce from the area, grown right here. It's pretty special. The Tweed's got a lot to offer. Okay, all that aroma is getting into the salt, so we're gonna set that aside, bring back our egg whites, and what I'm gonna do is just basically mix the salt through the egg whites, because that's gonna become the nest that the crab is gonna sit in. A little bit more, keep going until it's sort of like, you know when you're at the beach and you can pick up the sand and it sort of balls together, you're making a sand, or maybe a snowball. You sort of want to make that consistency. This is looking just where we want it, starting to sort of clump together. We can shape it ourselves. So get rid of that salt, push this to the side, and then this is the dish we're going to cook our crab in. So I'm just going to put a bit of a bed of the salt on the bottom. It doesn't need to be too thick, just something for the crab to sort of sit on. And Mr. Krabby, wonderful. I'm gonna sort of tuck him to bed, tuck those claws in, and then get our salt, and it's basically pour it over the top, mold it around the crab, and that's gonna be his little home when we cook. And then in we go. And while that's cooking, check out this view. It's so good. It's beautiful. We're not far off. The crab is smelling absolutely delicious. You can get all those aromats coming out of the Weber. But while that's doing its thing, what I'm going to do is take those leftover egg yolks, just pop them into a stainless bowl, along with a little teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and we're going to make our mayonnaise. Hot tip, do this with a friend because it's much easier. Someone can pour, someone can whisk, but I got no friends here today. So what I'm going to do is make a little donut for my bowl, and that's just going to hopefully hold it in place so I can whisk and I can pour. So it's all about a nice gentle stream. So just get that, watch it, gentle stream, there it goes. And just whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. And just keep going like that until you get a really nice thick mayonnaise consistency. Okay, look at that. That's what we're looking for. Super thick mayo using our extra virgin olive oil. And what we're going to do now, just thin it out just a little bit and add those herbs. There's some nice tarragon. All I need to do is just pick some of these leaves off, and we're just going to finely chop them up. And we're just going to do some really nice sort of fine slices, and then we'll chop it up. That tarragon is looking great. Nice fine chop on there. I'm just going to bring it over to the side. Mayonnaise, like I said, little lemon juice, bit of freshness just to loosen it up a bit, pinch of sea salt, season it up, and then of course that tarragon. Imagine a dollop of that on top of your crab. Oh, so, so good. Herby, light, fresh, zingy mayonnaise. This is the moment of truth. Oh, hey, look at that. You can see the red claws, everything is cooked. Oh, and the smell, the aroma. Lemon myrtle, lemon zest. Whoa, look at that. Just dumping on the board. And this big dog, that's the bit you're looking for. But just gonna let this cool down while that's happening. I'm gonna get onto some bread. We'll just go straight down the middle. A bit of olive oil on the top there. Boom, boom, boom. Onto the bars, just to sort of warm through. Toast slightly. Pop the lid down. Oh, if that's not the most perfect avocado you've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Mud crab, avocado, beautiful bread, freshly made mayonnaise. And it's all to myself. This is the best day ever. How good is this? What a great day on the Tweed.